This is what I want y'all to do. This is Andre Kent Jr., just as Andre Kent Jr. I used to be a student at East Carolina University and live at Copper Beach. And while I was at Copper Beach, you might have thought that I was very unaware of my circumstances, but they tried to kidnap me through the pharmacy technician program where it was already reported. And they see Pitt Community College as lesser than at East Carolina University. But I'm also at the Pitt Community College Continuing Education Center. I want y'all to do APANCE, APANCE. And then I want you to do POW. And then when you're done, fire everybody that was in that area. And if you can't fire them, just make a note that you requested them to resign or you work to terminate their contract. And then walk away. When I told y'all I like rain, I mean thunder, lightning, rainstorms. Jordan is not my employee. Those that were at Copper Beach, they are not my employees. Unless I specifically ask them to be an employee, which some of them do, they are not my employees. They are not to stay back in the day. They are not to stick back in those days. Those are my federal student loans. I've had enough of them talking about drugs. But it's not a reason enough for me to stop them from talking about drugs when the police just waiting, the sheriff's just waiting. I've started suing the police. The police got charged. What did the police get charged a few weeks ago? I believe it was like 100 billion USD just for interrupting my time. I think the police got charged 100 billion United States dollars. All those, Korea got charged 100 billion USD. The other day, China got charged. Sony got charged 1 trillion USD. Who else got charged? Truist Bank got charged 1 trillion USD. Navy Federal got charged 300 million USD. Who else got charged for sitting there, what they call it, cherry picking? And it's a lot of other people that got charged financially, USD, and that amount of money. So you talking about my wealth? Oh yeah, but I don't want y'all to sit up here just like I told y'all about gambling earlier. I don't want you sitting back up here trying to recoup it. No, you're not going to keep me up here trying to recoup it. I'm running all 5 of those companies by myself before I actually hire physical people. And I expect y'all to make those purchases and choices that I asked you for, regardless of whether there's somebody behind it. I don't want y'all to find employees for me. I don't need you to find employees for me to do this, that, and other. I want my money out of the system. I want it out now. I want my payment now. And if you say, well, we don't have to pay you because the invoices are wrong, just because you want to do that, let's sit in court. Let's sit in court for it. I'm fine. Let's sit in court for it. And let's see you defend your actions in front of a real court judge, not the church. I don't want y'all using the churches because y'all have not provided a deliberation to the court system that the court system can use because the church gave a deliberation on this, that, and the other. The court system needs to hear the deliberations that were made by the church. That way they can associate it with every other person that's in the church. If the church made deliberations on this, that, and the other, then you should have no problem presenting it to a real judge inside of a court of law on what the deliberations are. That way, when it goes on a mass scale, and it affects so many other people than just the small group of people that you have in whatever church that you go to. That way, it's for everybody. Now, Navy Federal, y'all were giving back the Global Hub of Entrepreneurship, which was worth $2 billion to $5 billion, which if you separated all the loans, like when y'all gave us the original loan, I didn't know it came from the actual bank. But if you gave everybody $25,000, remember mass management, what we was talking about? If you gave everybody back then $25,000 each, well, I gave you back $2 billion, $5 billion, then you owe everybody $2 billion, $5 billion USD each. No, you don't get to keep me up here at this house knowing that I asked for to be moved to 355 McCarter Drive. I asked to be moved there. I asked for the key to the house. I asked for the deed to the home. You don't get to go behind me just because it's your text messages and your phone number and you were paying for the phone and not pay your dues, not pay your taxes, not pay your federal taxes, not pay the dues that you owe for the services rendered. Y'all don't get to sit back and say, oh, we own him because this, and you have not made any payments because the amount of payments and commissions and dividends that you owe to myself personally is enough to pay for that house and 100 more, plenty, hundreds of millions of dollars that y'all steal. And now you want to sit me up here. Well, we'll get it to him eventually, and then keep using me and keep asking for services rendered. Go shoot yourself. Go shoot yourself. If you don't want to sit in court, I'm going to do it just like y'all be doing. Go shoot yourself if you don't want to sit in court about it. You're not going to hold me hostage. You're not going to hold me hostage so you can try to recoup those fees and expenses and stuff. I've already done everything on those invoices before those invoices got posted. And now we're working on doing something else with the rest of the invoices and the payments. Y'all need to make those payments, and the church needs to give the deliberations that they made from the church to the court system. I don't care about Xannies. I don't care about lean liquor and all that stuff. It is for aesthetics appeal. It is for 5-star customer rating services. It is for Aramark, and being that y'all's customer service is normally riding a 4 out of 10. I wouldn't expect y'all to understand with your terrible attitudes. So now, for those of y'all that want to work those movie scenes and stuff that were back there, including with the Xannies and including with the hydrocodone and stuff, go hire a pharmacist. Get a pharmacist from my team to do it correctly. And go get the Amish people. Kick the Jewish people out. I'm going to give y'all a few hinters. Kick the Jewish people out. Bring the Amish people to you. Some of them don't do pharmacies. Go get 5 pharmacy technicians. Go get 2 pharmacists. And then bring in 6 Amish folk to show you how to store and properly manage that set from my side the way it's supposed to be done. And then kick everybody else to the curb. Take them, tell them get your bags, get your stuff, get your clothes, and get out. So next time y'all treat me like a nigger, I'm going to play you like one.